the Rheinmetall Borsig Waffentrager, or as most people know it, the Rhm B WT. It's a Tier 8 German TD, and a lot of people don't like it, preferring the JP2 or even the Ferdinand. And with the recent introduction of the Scorpion G, is there a place now for this little Waffentrager? Well, I think it's a great tank, and I think we should look at it in a bit more detail. Hello again everybody, and welcome back to Fujit's Blitz. And as I said in the intro, we're now looking at the Rheinmetall Borsig Waffentrager, or the Rhm B WT, the German Tier 8 TD that eventually leads to the Waffentrager Auf Panzer IV, that in turn leads to the Grilli 15. It's an interesting TD because it didn't really exist. Okay, there's a picture of the real thing in real life. It was a prototype mock-up. It never really got off the ground. But then again, most of the Tier 9 TDs, with the exception of the Ferdinand, didn't really exist. Okay, one could argue that the Jag Tiger did exist, but not in great numbers. And with the recent introduction of the Scorpion G, will people further fall out of love with this thing? Which I think is a shame, because it's an interesting tank. Okay, it is not the easiest TD to play, and it comes with two really decent guns. This one, which is the 12.8cm Cannon 44 L55, which has a DPM of 2,341, penetration value of 246, dishes out damage of about 460, has a penetration loss over distance of only 2%, and has a reload time of around 12 seconds, which isn't too bad for this type of TD at this tier. Now, it also has pretty decent mobility and absolutely pants armor. It's as simple as that. I mean, this thing is paper thin. There is absolutely 0 point me showing you the armor profile of this thing because it's just a big green blob. There's hardly any spaced armor, and as we all know, a good decent round of HE will pen this to oblivion. But that's not the point. It's a TD. It's meant to be sat at the back, not in the front line, taking hit points away from those tanks that have been spotted, and it does that reasonably well. Not only that, with its ability to move around the battlefield, you can actually play this aggressively on occasion. I don't suggest you go out and play it aggressively at all times, because that would just be daft, but it's pretty good. Now, I'm going to struggle here to pen this 87, mainly because he keeps dipping in and out, and I just can't get a decent line on him without hitting those chimneys on the factories over there, which is really annoying. But so far, we've dished out 1,400 damage. We've bounced nothing, which is hardly surprising in this thing. And we've done what we need to do in this tank, which is we've assisted our team in removing hit points from some difficult tanks. This is where people struggle with this little TD. It's not a tank you can put anywhere near the front line realistically. You will die. It's as simple as that. I mean, every shot will pen you. If you bounce, it's more luck than skill. I mean, but when you do get the opportunity, you can obliterate other tanks. I mean, that AMX CDC is gone. Okay, it's got a 480 I alpha, and I only took 300 out of him. I don't know what happened to that shot there. It seems to have sort of disappeared into oblivion. RNG gods are playing again. 360, the VK100-01P is not anything difficult for this little TD. And there he goes. 150, gone. Now we've done just shy of 2,000. We've taken 2 kills. We've taken hit points from a few of the others. We need to get rid of the 87. He's still on full health. Oh, we get an interesting bounce. I don't know what he's stuck in there. He must have hit the barrel or something. It was an interesting bounce. It's very rare that you get bounces in this thing. You know, the gun's quite good. The aim time is not too bad. Okay, I'm sticking my nose out a bit too far there because I just want to make sure I can get something into him. Now we've done just over 2,500. We're not doing too badly. We bounced 100 and something, which isn't bad. Here we go again. Oh, look at that. I have no idea how that shot went way over the turret of the 87, but it did. Problem with this tank, as you can see, it has got a long reload, but I'm sticking it in a position it really doesn't like to be in that often, which is at the front, facing off against another TD. However, we get rid of him. We do just shy of 3,000 damage, we get 3 kills. Okay, we got hurt a bit, and we get a pretty decent second class. Not too bad. Credits, not great. As you can see there, we did okay. Now this is my friend Major Easy of BTS Clan, also going out in his Rhm B WT on Canal. The thing about this tank is this: you need to understand that it has absolutely zero armor, realistically. But what it does have, and what it does come with, are 2 relatively good guns, both of which are Tier 10 guns, to be honest with you. Major Easy is going out in the 15cm Pack Al 29.5. Now this one has a lot better DPM at 2,534. Pen value drops a bit to 215, but the damage increases to 640. The other downside to this gun is that you lose your pen value over distance by 14%, which is a large number. And of course the reload goes up to 15 seconds, which is pretty big. But you're now dishing out a shed load of damage. I mean, this Gravedigger's just been having a hard time. I need 2 shots from Major Easy, 728 damage caused, and the Gravedigger is back in the garage. Not because of Major Easy's kill, but with somebody else's. But the thing that you notice here, Major Easy is fully aware of the armor profile of this thing, and it's not great. So he's having to keep it in a position whereby he hopes he can't be spotted and he can't be penned, because it will just destroy the tank. He needs to get that gun working, however, and there's a Dracula. He's got a beautiful sight on him, and look at that. Gone. Shy to almost 600 damage, straight down the tube. Dracula did not even know what hit him, and that is why this gun is really effective. Okay, you've got a long reload. Okay, you got pants armor. You've got to play it conservatively. You cannot stick it on a front line, as I've said. You've got to play it like a proper TD. This is a real sniper. Yes, you lose penetration value over distance with this particular gun, but you're still gonna be knocking out over 600 alpha on a top shot. And this is what you need to understand about this tank. You cannot stick it in a place where anybody can see you and pen you, because it's a disaster. So Major Easy's doing the right thing. He knows that the AMX CDC knows where he is. He's relocated. He's going to try and get shots back into him, and he gets another 400 roll into the front of the AMX. Now he's been spotted again, but the AMX has got a very bloody nose, and he's thinking again about whether or not to go after this little thing, and he's not even looking at him. Look, what can we do here? Yeah, waste him, because there's only 61 hit points left. So now we've done just under 2,000 damage. Okay, we've lost a few hit points, but that's not a problem. I mean, Major Easy is done the job of this TD, and that is he's taken hit points from tanks, he's taken 2 kills, he's supported the team, and now it's 4 against 2. They're looking in a good position. They're up on caps anyway. What can Major Easy do now? Here comes a nice little AMX. So Major Easy's got HE loaded, and what can he do? Well, he can set him on fire and get a really great roll. 611 because of the fire, brings him up to just shy of 2,500 damage, and they win the game. He gets 3 kills, and he gets a well-deserved second class. That is a great game in the Rhm B WT. Okay, he's not the top tank, that's not the problem, because he did his job. And that's what you need to do in this thing. And I'd like to thank Major Easy of BTS Clan for sending me that replay, because it sits greatly in me putting this video together. Now this is me again, going out in the Rhm B WT. It's basically, I'm almost the bottom tier tank, but that's not a problem. I'm going to try and stick it in a position where I can cause some damage. I've also gone out in the 15cm cannon to see a comparison with the 12.5. We've already seen Major Easy do it. there's all the tanks there. I'm not going to go YOLOing into them because they will waste me quicker than I can blink. Every single tank there, if they all load HE, this little TD at tier 8 is gone back to the garage quicker than you think. And I don't want to do that. Now, a lot of people can accuse me of camping, but you need to understand this tank. Now, I know that they're coming. I feel slightly exposed. Maybe they haven't seen me properly. There's an Indian Panzer. Can I get something into him? Yes, I can. I can get I can get a nice 400 roll into his side. He's now got a bloody nose, and he's running away sooner than he can. There's the T-44. We can get one up his tailpipe, maybe. Oh, no. What about the M103? Can we get anything? Yes! Just shy of 600 right into the back of his turret. 2 shots, over 1,000 damage. This is a fantastic gun, guys, and it's a great tank once you get to grips with it. I am going to sit here and I'm going to try and take out as much as I can. Oh, that's just not a good shot. I'm going to try and take as many hit points away from them as I can. Now, the reason I put this video in is because in a moment I'm going to be doing what I told you not to do in this thing. I'm going to be on the front line brawling, which I think I got lucky with. Oh, ISU 152, show me your side, and you're back in the garage. Nice 400 alpha roll. We've now done 1,500 damage. We've not taken any hits ourselves yet, but I now know there are a lot of big tanks coming towards me, and quite rightly, the AMX CDC on my team is telling me to get out of there. But I can't really run away. I know where they all are. Here comes the Indian Panzer. He's running down to get me, and we'll take him out with a 579. Then the Tiger II sticks one into me. We've now done 2,000 damage, and we're in a bit of strife. I know that there are big tanks up there. I know the Tiger II is desperate to take me out. I have got issues. Here comes the Tiger II, stick one into his nose, nice AP, another 600 roll. That really hurt him. He's going for the base. He's not after me, which is confusing because he could have really wasted me, so I'm allowed to stick one into his back or side, and I do. Another 500 roll. He's now got only 219 left. I need to try and get close to him, but a T-34 light blocks me, which was really annoying, and we end up doing okay. 3,358 damage. We got into the thicker things towards the end. Not a bad roll, I thought. We get a 2nd class for our triples, decent amount of credits, and we're the top tier. I wouldn't say we carried the team there, but we certainly did well. Now I've gone out on Wasteland with the same gun. And this, when you play the tank with this gun, it's a different gameplay than the 12.5. Purely because it loses its penetration value and it's a lot longer to reload. I mean, as you can see there, I've got it on a 16.5 second reload. Although officially it's meant to be only 15.16 second reload. So maybe I've not put all the crew skills on or whatever, it doesn't really matter. So I need to find a good position here where I can snipe away and try and whittle down all these hit points on the other team. So I'm going to go up on this little hill. Now, Wasteland's an interesting map. As you know, it's exactly the same either side. Realistically, it's just that way. Now we know they're all over there. I can see the IS-6. He can turn his turret, and I get a nice 619 roll into the side of the IS-6. Who is now wondering where on earth that came from. Oh, we have a T-44 coming around us. We are now on a very long reload. So we need to back away. We don't want to be seen. The T-44 can circle us to death. We could be in a bit of strife here. So I need to try and find some cover to try and get shots on this T-44. Hopefully we can. There he is. We need to get over this rise a little bit. Gun depression's pretty pants in this tank. It's only 5%. There's the 44. Let's stick a 700 roll into his side. That has got to hurt. And I don't care where you are from. That really does hurt. 700 alpha into the side of a T-44. Wow, that's half his hit points gone, effectively. And somebody takes him out. Now I can go back to my little sniping position and hopefully try and get something down on this Tiger P, who is going to be a bit of a pain. He's one of the lowest tiers there, so let's see if we can get anything on him. Yeah, we can see his turret. We can get 476 into him, but he manages to get a 250 shot into me. Not a problem. Back away. Try and reset this camo. Try and reevaluate. Try and get round so you can't be seen. And this is what you need to do in this tank. You need to be aware of everything. And there's the Tiger P, 370, easy kill. We get 370 straight off the bat. So we've now done 2,365 damage. We've taken out one tank, and we're not doing that badly at all here. Can we get anything on these tanks over there? Oh, there's an M6A2E1. Yes, we can get a really good roll into him. Wow, that hurt him. Now I can see there's a housing coming up on my left. I've lost him, but I know he's there. Oh, IS-6, stick your nose out. Come on, come on. Let's stick your nose out. I can get one into your side. Take you. Yes, thank you, IS-6. Oh, that's gotta hurt. There pops the housing. And he's just shot me straight through the side and taken a load of hit points. That did hurt. It really did. So now I need to try and get back into cover. Try and wait for this reload, try and evaluate who am I going to go for. Now, I know the Howlings over there, I know the Chieftains over there. I'm not too concerned with the T-34-3. Oh, he's gone anyway. Chieftain, can I get anything on him? Oh, maybe. Yes, we can get a nice 500 roll into him. Now the T-34 is giving me a hard time, telling me to go and help. Don't know what he expects me to do. The Hal thing gets another double barrel into me. I'm down to 141 hit points now, but he's on a longer reload. I'm already loaded. We can take him out with a 200 roll, sorry. Now we've done just over 4,000 damage. We've killed 3 tanks. I think we've done our job. I don't think we're going to be able to get over to the M6, because we've got broken tracks and a broken engine. And as you can see on the side, I have absolutely no way of repairing it. The Chieftain's there, he's on low hit points, but he's got a pretty good reload against the M6. I can't really see what's going on in the battle. I'm not going to get there on time. At this stage, the Chieftain either is going to die or mop up. It's one of the two. And he eventually decides to mop up. There we go. So, we get 3 kills. We do 4,000 damage. That is a good roll in this tank. We get a nice second class. We get some decent ribbons and a nice little medal. And if we have a look, I think we are the top tank. Yeah, I mean, to say we carried the team there would be an understatement, but the Chieftain played really well. He did his job properly too. This is why I like this tank. It's a beautiful tank, guys, once you know how to play it properly. I'm going to leave you now with Major Easy going out again, this time on Castilla. The thing about this tank is it really does need to sit at the back. It's just not got the armor to do anything but sit at the back. But it has got 2 fantastic guns. And I would strongly recommend trying both of them, because once you get used to it, boy, is this tank some fun. It may be not as much fun as the Waffentrager Panzer IV, but it's not meant to be. This is a Tier 8, that's a Tier 9. It hasn't got the DPM of the Panther II, I get that, but it has the ability to dish out a shed load of damage. So, if you haven't given it a go for a long time, if you've fallen out of love with it, if you don't particularly like it, I suggest you reevaluate it. Possibly give it a spin. Remember, don't stick it on the front. Keep it at the back. Be somewhere where there's always hard cover. I run it with a camo net because it hasn't got the best camo profile, but it's okay. And just have a bit of fun in it. I know I did. Anyway, guys, as I say all the time, big thanks to Major Easy for sending me some of his Rhm B WT replays. I couldn't have done this video without that. I hope this video's been intuitive and giving you a bit more insight into this little TD. By all means, comment below, subscribe if you really want to. Send me your replays of you out in the Rhm B WT. I'd love to see them. I'd love to know how you guys play it. I mean, maybe I don't play it the right way. Who knows? So, by all means, send them to fujitsblitz@gmail.com. And, you know, we'll get them on the site. We'll show people how to play this tank properly. Because I'm by no means the best player in this tank. Nowhere near. But I enjoy going out in it. Anyway, guys, I hope that's been okay. And until the next time, stay safe, have fun, and happy tanking. Because that's what it's all about. Fun and happiness. Hey, I've been Fujit and you've been great. I really hope you enjoyed watching this video as much as I enjoyed making it. And I'd love if you would press subscribe. Who knows, we can do some more. By all means, drop me comments, tell me what can be improved, and tell me what you'd like to see. I really love to know. Anyway, until the next time, guys, happy tanking.